full of conflicting emotion on this one, Hugo. It's a push down through middle for Turtle, and that's with 2 U's in the name.
Big Turtle. MIBR, they'll meet him there. They've got players coming down Banana, a bit of a jiggle in the apartments. Exit almost hunts it, but 2 T's waiting. cello will find first blood, and they've actually taken full control of middle. They've lost the A side, but they don't seem to care. Heroic are coming back to take fight, and they're losing all of them. Everyone dead. Blink, you'll miss it. It's over. It's done. It's just Cadian. And as good as he's been, Harry, as much as he's given us.
Yeah.
This is an MIBR pistol round teed up.
All right, let's see.
That fly dead as well.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's on a Flamey. Flamey Peaks. Are you kidding me, Cadian?
Cadian
You can
just
put them all together.
Yeah, it's nice. Every line at the same time.
Jumping double from Cadian.
Not yet.
It's coming, though. Look.
Oh, the standing single.
Oh, he's going to come. Here he is, Cadian, up towards.
Okay, round's over. Go next.
Oh, right, that
out.
one was a pretty abrupt end, wasn't it? That pistol round kind of
delete the VOD.
It just very, very quickly amounted to nothing. It was a complete and utter mow-down for MIBR.
Firstly, it's a taste of your own medicine. Heroic love a mid push on this map, but also I kind of love the pace that MIBR set. They go, yo, if we're going to win this game, we have to be, as Golden said, random AF. You know, that's how Heroic play. That's how they love to run their CT sides. But yeah, MIBR just throw themselves into Heroic's face and they steal all the kills. So little force buy coming out in round 2. Heroic going to try and match them. Deeks out for the boys. A couple of guys with a couple of Deeks just having fun. Smoked out though, they're going to go jumping through with a flashbang. Jota gets a 1, and cello has to back all the way out, drop his smoke at the choke point to stop the commit for Heroic. Ooh.
Right, here they go. Moving in, Heroic. Oh, it's a little bit awkward with Turtle hanging around inside of these 2 smokes.
Oh, he's dead.
He's going to try and deny the plant. Oh, will not be able to find it in time. Refresh does a good job of soaking up the bullets, but it's the end of the road for Stown. And so there we have a round maintained for the MIBR squad. Oh, I like that we can hear them. I like that we can hear them.
Yeah, I like the alternative plant as well. Knowing that the best player MIBR have in that position is to pop through the smoke, right? That is their best player to, you know, stop the money. But Heroic plant in the one place that actually has a little bit of cover, and it makes all the difference, right? You're going to go through the smoke looking at coffins under expectation. Also, players nading coffins. You don't really nade oranges. Stan with a hero AK. I'm all for it. Rest of them just pistoled up right now, and Heroic sends down into Banana. Smoke on the Molotov, but nades will follow. He's going to eat a bit of damage. Oh, but dish out even more. cello gone. Re-aggression. Jota's caught. He's blind. He can't escape. Luckily, it goes the same way. Heroic flashed out, and Turtle now with a Tech 9 tap is going to have to bait for his teammates somehow, some way. They've seen Jota. Can he get out? Does he even want to? The flash. He wants to re-peek. He'll catch them by surprise. 2-3, and the pistols come flying to a quick stop, otherwise known as crashing.
Yeah. And now it's just refresh, Hugo. Funny how that works.
I mean, as good as refresh has been,
and as much as he's given us,
this is a conversion round teed up.
All day long. You just can't win these. It doesn't ever happen. Never has. And
hello? Someone shouted it.
Someone just said, bro, you saw him. Okay, there we go.
Free
he gets exit.
Yeah,
that is a gun right there.
Save.
He's not content with just, you know, a couple of little snacks. Right, he wants the whole damn meal out of this one, Hugo.
Rip dropping off the balk. He wants to go for kills and try and make not make money, break money for MIBR. Set them up for a eco if Heroic can win the next gun round, but no kills provided, and so refresh will survive. 3-0. Solid start for the MIBR side on Heroic's map pick as well. I don't think it really matters what map you're going to get in this series. Heroic will always going to be comfortable, always going to be favored. But the game certainly hasn't started that way.
Yeah, it would be a pretty weird world to live in if Heroic were to get eliminated today. I don't know what that would mean. You know, what do we do? What do we do if Heroic get eliminated on day one?
We freak out a little bit, but also we're 3 rounds in, so I'm not really going to run down that train of thought just yet. We'll give it another round or two and before we start freaking out. Nades down Banana. Here's the buy round. Cadian's going to be left with a Mac 10. There was a hero rifle for Stown in the last. He's fighting up Banana again. Cadian has set him up. More nades. Cello pick a side, and it will be the escape. Retake utility coming in. So the early chess game that is Inferno has begun.
Heroic looking like they just want to explode into top middle here. Turtle getting flashed in for a peek is going to fall early, and now his teammates in top middle have got to hold on. Right now, MIBR are starting to shuffle this defense around, and at least Exit is going to hold the line with KD and just kind of gracing his crosshair for free. MIBR now start to peel this rotate away, and they go back to the double B setup. Heroic don't know it yet, but they're in for a bit of a rough time trying to take this B site.
Oh, again, the re-aggression, man. It keeps coming through. MIBR, I love how much pressure they're trying to keep Heroic on. Tight up against the smoke. This can get cleared very easily. The smoke might just do him favors as Heroic pop. As it fades, Jota's not going to get cleared. Can cello sell his position for him? Even contact is enough. Getting spotted. Jota waits. The bomb is there. He's dropped it, but he does get traded by Shush, who already made it into the pit. Cello backs out. Good stuff. 13 seconds. Heroic need to plant. MIBR can risk a man going through the smoke. They try, and they die. Shush shuts down Cello, and now it's an AWP in the retake with no kit.
Yeah, AWP scoped up, but he's waiting for Exit to move on in and help out. Nade's nice, but it's only going to be a bit of chip damage there onto Shush. Him and Refresh just waiting for contact. They can swing this one together. And with so much time already ticked off this bomb, MIBR have got to make a move. There's Exit with the opener. Refresh now in it dark, looking to take the round away. 1v2. And even though Exit finds him, it's super close. He doesn't have the kit. He's out of there. And so Heroic, they're on the board. Might not have any survivors, but they do get the round when all is said and done.
The kit was there, man. It was right there at the top of Banana. They could have grabbed it. Is that Heroic? Is that... we only see 2 of them, and they're calm and stoic, but I'm sure Cadian is roaring to life.
There's like one guy on Heroic who makes most of the noise. But it isn't.
It isn't. There is another game going on at the same time, of course. And of course, it's going on the B stream right now. Finest taking on EG.PA. EG.PA.
EG.PA, yeah, my favorite team.
Although, the other one, obviously, you got main EG, you've also got EGCD. Do you know why they're called EGCD?
No.
Oh, well, guess you'll never know.
What?
No. See these nuts?
Oh,
got him!
There it is! Yo, that was straight fire! Someone clip that. So you're so fortunate where you at. Oh, come on now. Jeez.
Farming.
Right, look, out into top mid, MIBR. They're having to concede a decent bit of real estate here because of this triple B lean out of the gate. That's given a lot of room for Heroic to exploit.
They're scared of spawn. Rotates are in. They know there could be players passive, just missed the timing by a moment. No one exposed to the long side right now. Turtle's watching it for the boost in the sight. Shadow gets 2 out of Arch through the smoke. No surprise our observers didn't catch that. That was out of nowhere. Random spam does it all. 4 on 2. And this one's just kind of been churned up for Heroic. Mac 10's been grabbed. Cello's on the gun game right now. from the MP9. The big map, and he's shut down quick. They can wrap. There's still a library player to get past with an angle. 2 CT spawn. Jota's got his next. And Tessez alone. They know exactly where he is. 1v4 for the ace. And I'm not a believer.
No. Oh, how right you were, Hugo. MIBR looking good to open up this CT side.
It's MIBR screaming, Harry. They're trying to get in Heroic's head now because they go, yo, you know, we may be expected to be in the lower bracket game. Y'all didn't. Welcome to the lower bracket. Welcome to elimination on the line. This is what it feels like, and Heroic cannot crumble. Not now. They're not even in front of the stage yet, Harry. They've not even got crowd jitters.
Ooh, the AWP in middle, scoped up and ready to go. Oh, they are running him down.
Wow.
They're through the Molotov. Full pace here at a Heroic, but Exit gonna deal with this double long component, and at this point, you're no longer too worried. It's just down all alone in a world of hurt. Look at the minimap, man. It's a terrifying time to be down. And there's Cello aggroing all the way down Banana. Full send for MIBR. 5-1, Hugo. 5-1.
Yeah, but again, you know what I remind myself of? Actually, I'm not really supporting my point here, but I'm going to say it anyway. Fnatic went 8-7 on the T side of this map, and Heroic still managed to make that game very close. Yes, they lost, I remember, but they made it very close. You know, a strong start isn't going to lock the door on Heroic. We just need to wait for them to wake up. It's got to be here and now. Kading with the green.
Maybe they'll almost win this
yeah,
map
exactly.
as well.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? It's a BO3, Harry. You got a bit more breathing room. Great grenades. Stout gets churned. Tessus gets burned. And they've got a bail from Banana. MIBR own the real estate again. Heroic just can't seem to get a foot in the door right now. And if they do, MIBR slam it shut. We got sticky toes right now. You heard me.
Sticky toes.
Whoa! That was like Maui would call that fast. Maui would call that a really fast flick.
It was kind of style over substance on that one. You know,
I am more of a quantity over quality man. Who cares if it's good? If you've got a lot of it, it'll get the job done.
Yeah, can't fault the logic there, right? Throw enough of anything at a problem, and you don't have a problem anymore. You got a lot of something. Here we go, Jota with the smoke spout. Now, one guy did make it in, and they don't know about him, but now they do. Cello just gonna pluck Tessez out of the round. And right now, Heroic, it's looking a little dicey. Refresh is gonna try and give them some room over here towards A. Creeping in. On the short side. Timing is very unfortunate for Refresh. And whoop, there's the AWP. Cadian constantly getting bested by the MIBR AWPer.
Who is called Bia Era Ena Zan.
Yeah, straight fire, you know?
Straight fire. And yeah, again, this is a guy who wasn't really a primary AWPer.
Nailed it. Just missed the cough button. Sorry about that.
Right down the mic. Thank you, Harry. He wasn't really a primary AWPer in the academy squad, or even when we saw him in this team at Blast Spring at the start of the year. It was obviously when Woody was still here. So yeah, it's not really been something we've seen, but he's wielding it very well today and putting on a show for us. MIBR underwhelming against Big, right? No doubt, but as Golden talked about the game on the desk, saying, it's just one of those games where you don't get to do what you want to do. You just lose. You get wrecked. Everything you do gets shut down. Their game plan was a lot of top site hits on the T side and Nuke, and they got a really rough first half. So it was about what you'd expect at that point. Meanwhile, someone's having fun. I'm loving this. Who is doing that? It's neither of these teams.
No, I'm starting to think it's... I don't know. It's either
Finest or EG just getting loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Let's keep listening. Keep on. Hugo, you've got an ear for accents.
I don't know. I can't get an accent
I know it's out of streams, but everyone's scream sounds a little different.
Okay.
You'd know all about it.
Saved AWP into pistols. I just ignore most of what you say.
No, yeah, fair play. I think that was definitely the choice on that one. Took a kind of dark turn. Scoped in. Oh, the timing on that little jiggle, man. It's always scary. Luckily enough, right? Get the molly out. He's not going to come at you through it, so given a bit more room now. There's a quad A lead, and it's all facilitated by cello just being the point man at Banana. They are deep up the short side, and MIBR weren't actually aware of this. It comes as a bit of a surprise. And now you had a quad A stack, but everyone was on long, apart from one dude who's still inside of the site.
How?
Trying to hold on. Exit's like, guys, how am I alone? We played 4A, and it's just me.
Good info.
But he's at least stopped that bomb plant for now. They've got him trapped in this corner. Uh-oh, cello,
no!
Exit, Turtle, they're all dying. One by one, they're taken out of the round. They've got Stown trapped in a corner. He's low on health, but he's going to get out of there. This is wild. Oh, they're running down the open side of the site now, and Refresh will take one to the grave with him. Just Stown left to beat. This has been a wild round. This is not how it was meant to go. It's the full stick, the full commit. Stown doesn't believe. Pros don't fake. MIBR are up onto 7.
Who would stick that? Who on earth would stick that, Harry? It makes absolutely no sense. And that is what makes the most sense. You do exactly what they don't expect. In your head, rent-free. And when MIBR are winning rounds like that, when Heroic, yeah, okay, they're only on pistols, but like you said, they got a one-man solo trapped in the site. They baited his information by faking the bomb. And then they go and murder everybody, put everyone on 10 health, and still the bomb gets stuck in a 1v1. That one hurts. Stown knows he can't jiggle an AWP. It's not a rifle where he can bait a shot out and get confirmation, and he's still going! Bia, Era, and Azan. Banging Cadian's head out of the round. 0-0-9. New bond for Heroic. These secret agents, they're playing for the other side, Harry.
Yeah, man. This is crazy. And also, yeah, man, like what's happened at Cadian? Consistently dying to MIBR's AWPing counterpart on the other side, having a really rough go at it to open this one up. And it's always tricky, you know, when you're the guy burdened with cooling, but you've also got to worry about turning your individual game around. That can feel like a hell of a lot to undertake.
Oh, dear.
Jota poised at long, gonna go 1-for-1, but that's fine. He still keeps MIBR looking pretty here. Do you need these guys inside of the site to put on a bit of a show, right? They trade evenly, gonna still leave like a 1v2 open to Heroic with site control. So you would love a multi-kill out of one of these guys, but that's not the case. Instead, they're both gone without anything happening. A 2 versus 3, and MIBR are out of there. They are saving, they are done with this one. And so Heroic, it takes them a little while, but they find themselves another round on the board. It cannot afford to be a one and done though. Hoping that they can chain together some rounds soon.
Yeah, 3v5 that was, coming up on long side after Jota got his kill from the Cubby. That was really nice from Shush. Simply a one-man destruction there. Gets every entry, walks through the smoke. MIBR were expecting it, but they can't stop it. Nice round for Heroic, but again, it's predicated by all of this problem, which is the AWP on the other side, which is Cadian starting slow, like you said, trying to come back in, not just in cooling, but in kills as well. 2 for 1. No discount here for Heroic. They've got to, work hard for these rounds. Beautiful shooting from this CTA-WP at the moment. And that was what, was consistent for Heroic in their Inferno BL1 against Fnatic. Cadian started strong, and other players rose up around him as the game went on. So he needs the inverse today. He needs his boys around him. AWP starts on the A side for MIBR. Cadian holding for the mid peak. Taking a backseat for now is good. Going to be the guy often to lob in flashes and set up executes on this T side. Put him in a post branch, a lot more effective with an AWP in this map. Plenty of noise being made in middle, but it's all a fake out. And luckily enough, this is a round where MIBR are just gambling. Or not gambling, but committed with their setup. They're 3 on short side towards apps. They're not going to be moving. It's coming down to the B hold as to whether this round is to be won or lost. But it started well. 5 on 4 for cello.
And Cadian is the first to fall again.
Ouch.
0-10 now. I've not seen a Cadian scoreline like this for a long while. So this is going to be a pretty interesting series potentially. I mean, ooh, that's a lot of damage right there. Jota through the smoke, gonna light them up. cello just stripping away at these now weakened players. It's not even a contest on this B play, man. They are getting shut out every step of the way. cello's ace is denied. And a 2v4 now served up to Heroic. Rotate's already arriving. Have to grind your way back into this one. And where does it even begin? Every corner you turn just has so many bad guys behind it. And so there's Turtle really adding insult to injury. Just going to find that timing. Stound's out of there, mate, but you are dead to the mid flank. You're not getting given respect here. And so it's 8 now on the board for MIBR.
I mean, Stound's just saving orbs for Cadian for the next round so he can die and give it to Stound so he can save it for the next round for Cadian. And that kind of cycle has just been repeating this game so far. So this is a really worrying situation.
Quantitative easing has come to Counter-Strike, you know, and it's meant to keep feeding the economy, keeping everything ticking over. But yeah, man, well, you know, what can I say? I'm
almost economics major.
Almost, yeah.
Not quite, though.
And, you know, it's not really at all like quantitative easing, but it sounded good.
I prefer quality. No, we already established I prefer quantity.
Qualitative, you know, ramming, I think, would be the... Is that the opposite of, like, easing?
Yeah, ramming.
Because that's
easing,
kind of, you know...
Well, this is unprecedented, Harry. Safe to say, this is a beating. We thought this was
getting rammed.
Yeah, they're getting rammed, right. We thought this was going to be a beating the other way. We thought Heroic were going to kind of roll over MIBR. I don't know what they ate in between their games. Maybe some raw chicken. I don't know. It's looking fishy, though, maybe.
That was a really good chance at the opener, but it's just sailed on by.
Hey, I believe in a Cadian comeback, but it's got to start now. Don't have a lot more breathing room on this T side. A few more rounds will make all the difference for MIBR. They could sweep this one. 2 players at the top and middle. Cadian scoped up. Turtle on the boost.
They have 4 smokes and 1 flashbang. Like, I don't love the util left in the round. You know, it's going to let you kind of like double pump one of these site plays if you wanted to. You could try throwing a bit of a fake here, but you are going to be hard pressed to get it. That's super. Oh my God. Tez says the human Beyblade over in top mid. Cadian got a kill. He's on the board, Woo! Hugo. 1 and 10. Let's go, Cadian.
What's the spinny thing that he used in the online era? You know, the thing you hold and goes clack, 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 clack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, was that? I feel like, no, that was maybe... No, he used an air horn. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got an air horn,
but he also had a
he has an array
spinny,
of noise-making tools.
Click-clack machine.
Well, cello, bit bungled here on the V side.
What are you talking about, mate? Full control. He's going to annihilate everyone who comes his way. Peep this, Hugo. You're about to be amazed.
Peeping.
Can't spell cello without hello. And so he's going to stay high and dry inside of the church.
He did eliminate everyone who came his way. 1 person. Almost everyone, I guess. Otherwise, Heroic back in. Beautiful shots. Look at this from Tess's. The recovery.
Dude, this was unreal.
With a nade out. He knew he'd been spotted and he wanted to change position, but he didn't think he'd get an instant repeat by a low player. Ha! You don't know who you're up against.
I'll say this much. The change in position, very legitimate move. You know you've been spotted. The nade pull, like, it kind of feels like you tried to do every option you could have undertaken in that position there at the same time. I would have loved to have just seen him drop off and be ready for a fight while trying to get out.
Heroic don't look like mentally out of it, though. You know, Cadian's still talking to the boys, still trying to get back in, wake up. It's T-side Inferno after all. We are seeing a lot of very CT-sided games.
Although, you know, I'll say this much. Like, the idea that he's still talking to them and, like, there's still, like, you know, folks chatting. It's not like they're this scoreline, and so Cadian's just going to sit there, like, sulking like a child.
Hey, you never know. But, no, they don't look tilted. Game face is on. Armchair psychologist here.
if you look, his eye twinged twice, and that means he will win this round. So let's see. Is that how it works? Picking up on subtle but prominent social cues of the body. My book, releasing next Wednesday. Here we go.
Dr. Mantis to box.
cello, he's been good in this banana fight, hasn't he, man? He really has. Kind of answered my own question on that one there, Hugo.
Yeah. Heroic, they've got 3 rounds, haven't they? Yeah, they have. I'll be going back to middle now. It's down, backing out of B. Shut up, Harry. He's made a bit of noise. They're going to pop this A site. Long smoke in, short molly. Third player to rotate and exit. The one flashbang in spawn, he can lob it super high, and Heroic are going to exec into it. It's going to go in the pool a bit early. But it's not a worry. That molly failed. Oh, it's going to spread. Bit of cover. Jota needed one there. Cello's up on top of the boost. They're going to have to check this. They will. He lines up a double and drops out to buy time. 20 seconds of which there's not a lot left. Cello finds 3, but it might be all in vain right now. Heroic have broken through. The AWP stays on the angle to allow for Shush to do the heavy lifting. Bomb picked back up, looking for cover. They don't have the banana. That CT peek. Oh, what? Baited, baby. Cadian's out of the round, and Shush has got to make them all quiet in the 1v2. Quick kill. MP9 sprayed down, and Shush, one bullet will do it. He will deliver. Heroic find 4, just about. Cadian has got to be tilted after that one. He's getting played with.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, man. That wasn't, you know, I don't want to like minimize his
no, minimize
his problems here, but like that's not a shot that Cadian misses. No. You know, like that wasn't. It's not like he got run boosted, so he was going at the. It was like a bad B hop out through the little. I can't even think of the word, railing in CT. Like, you know, it was kind of slower than running, if anything.
That's how they get you.
But on the upside, Hugo, they've broken the economy.
Yeah, and this is the way back in, right? This game was horrendous at the beginning. They can go 7-round T-side. That is phenomenal. I kind of would have expected more coming into this game, but at the same time, given how well MIBR have played up to the task, 7-round T-side, no complaint for Heroic. We're not there yet, though, but they should be 5. They are taking a lot of space on B. MIBR are going to move their gamble over towards that side of the map, but this is, again, the fake out for Heroic. They've pulled the wool right over their eyes. MIBR fighting blind on the B site and fighting no one but ghosts. As Heroic waltz into what they don't know is a completely empty bomb site. I like that flash as well for Tess's, right? Not just clears the corner, or sorry, flashes the corner and anyone on long, but it clears the corner. If a player's there, that flash likely hits them, and you hear the impact noise of, you know, the fleshy grenade impact.
Like the...
Yeah, I was going to ask you to do a sound effect. It's a bit more wet than...
Sorry, what, the real, like you're saying, the sound in game is a bit more wet, or my sound?
That was a very
I was going to say, I don't think it is much more wet.
No, you are more wet.
Okay, it's more like...
Yeah.
No, that was closer.
Louder.
Pump it.
Come on, Cadian.
It's nearly a unicorn round, but I hope Cadian just goes and pads his stats, man. This is like the DM server right now. Ooh,
or at least.
Ooh. Watch as he slowly kind of
go refresh. Make some money.
To life. Refresh, man. Go forth. Seriously, go.
Go.
Refresh. Go. Here it is.
Why? Yeah, I guess he's going to upgrade anyway, but unicorn round, everyone survives.
The best rounds you get to watch, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Because it shows, you know, we're stronger together.
Pacifists. Hands held separately on different sides of the map. Everyone lives. Shush is going to take that back. Taking a spawn, perhaps, up banana. No AWP here for MIBR, and that's been a huge piece of their weaponry on the city side. Always gotten a lot of 5-on-4 smoke and molly. They're going to go. Team kill, not ideal. But Cello at least makes up for it with a double kill. It's still a mess. Turtle murdering these Danes. Bit by bit, they will drip dry at the top of B. It's even got a re-smoke for the bomb. Tesses had that triple entry. Now he needs a triple exit.
Okay. He heard him change guns.
Yeah, he's still in the position that he was when he killed my entire team. That's good to know.
I was more just worried because, like, Turtle's low, he could have got spammed. But it's all good. He doesn't commit to that, and so never becomes a worry. I am behind the car. Yeah, Enazan just lying in wait. Not afraid to bait Turtle if that's what it takes. And they hear the molly pull and there's the swing. Like, it is immediate. You know, you hear that nade go out and you go, lol, he's unarmed right now. Perfect. Goes running out. Deals with that. The fast attempt at a banana take for Heroic kind of falls on its face. And MIBR up onto a 9.
Yeah, it was all looking like it was coming back for Heroic, but then they just try a Hail Mary into that B site, into the triple banana setup, and they get kind of shredded by the A1Ss. And also, MIBR's utility continues to be really, really good. So good, in fact, they want to push off the back of it. Exit with a deep nade, going to face all the way to the ramp, but that's a bit of a whiff. Stown is going to get away with a kill. There's still Tessis trying to catch his mid-men out of position. He could have caught Bia at Enazan, but instead now he's ready on this angle. Tessis is still going to go for it though. Oh, it's dangerous, it's messy. Turtle mops him up in the boiler. And cold showers now for Heroic. Kick in the teeth, back to B.
Okay, nice. That's a bit of an invitation right there, Hugo.
They're still going to go B. They just faked the B site firstly, and now it's not even a fake. Now they're using the utility just before it fades. Good grenade. Shows us half. Oh, and they're going to leave Stown here. They think it's a fake. It's not. I mean, it is kind of, because Shush is in A, and the bomb is in middle.
Actually took the bomb to top mid.
What is going on?
It's yeah.
Heroic is playing both bomb sides.
It's under control, right? I mean, Event, like, how did MIBR know what you're doing? You don't know what you're doing. And there's Stown to close. The king of this round. 4 kills for him. Thank God someone was able to navigate that madness and make it look calculated.
Yeah, but around such an example of what we just watched in the first half.
Yeah, I gotta say,
kind of.
This doesn't feel like the Heroic I know and love. It's but I think this kind of comes with the territory of Cadian being 2 and 13. You know, I think at some point he has to kind of pick, like, do I try to get involved individually and maybe take, you know, a bit of a backseat in terms of how effective the calling is? You know, because right now he doesn't feel like he has any reads. You know, like he doesn't feel like he's doing too hot. You know, like he's missing kind of every shot. He's missing all the normal beats that you can normally rely on Cadian to hit. And I think that's probably going to be reflected in maybe the calls being a little messier than normal. You know, he's feeling the pressure for a change.
I'd like to think he will, once he gets to Orb CT, he'll just go back to his winning ways. But yeah, right now, MIBR, this is a threat. Like, this is a 9-round CT side. Very happy with that right now. In a good position, with a pistol on top of it. World's your oyster, mate. They see food, they eat it. Double nades on the logs, and they get baited. MIBR move out of that position after they get spotted. Down, still headshots Cello through the wall.
Thank God this guy's just so good, right? Like, or else this could just be spiraling madly out of control right now.
Oh, are they Heroic? No, you don't need to. You don't need to gamble.
Madly spirals out of control right now.
Don't gamble, Heroic. Why? They're doing it, and they're right. They might be right, Harry. Heroic is just so, like, this is this is like Outsiders-esque, man. This is crazy. And they're going to 4-man peak mid. What is happening? It's a massacre.
It's like a wave-based game mode right now. Now you're going to go back to B, but look at the minimap. Look at Heroic.
Ooh, they're coming.
God, man, they're out of breath. They're really tired on this one. They're running from B to A to back to B. But what if? What if you go, hang on, they've lost the A player. Will they change their mind now, MIBR? Do they commit? It looks like it. If this fight is lost, that's the round as well. The bomb's on short alone. If Exit dies, so does the pistol for MIBR. Turtle with one, but his teammate dead on short, and that's the round right there.
Very, very strange game we have here. I don't know what's going on, to be perfectly honest, but I'm enjoying my time. And that's, I think, all that matters. We're having fun. And I hope you are as well. Heroic probably aren't. This is going to be very stressful right now as they try and claw this game back from what was an extremely dominant 8-1 beginning for MIBR. But now, the gap can close. Full eco. Blocky walkies. Little ult peek for Slushy Boy. Oh, they're dinking him, but he'll get out. Just about.
Now hear me out here, Hugo. What if right now, Cadian's saying, okay guys, everyone leave A, we're gonna 5-man push Banana, then go back from Banana, back to A and 5-man push mid.
Why wait for all 5? You've got 3 here, and you've already taken middle.
3 is bigger than 5, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of it
The
like
less
that.
the merrier, that's what they say. I mean, MIBR are holding for this, at least, for some reason.
Dude, it's actually so cooked. Like, yeah, Heroic just go, I don't like it. You know what? I don't like it. We went through Banana. Yeah. These guys are waiting in the apartments. Like, it's cringe. We'll off and leave. We'll go fight somewhere else. And I like that from MIBR. I like that they just denied, you know, what is normally like the bread and butter of an anti-eco round. You know, like you try to get stuck in. You know, they only have Glocks. So you want to try and take a lot of room, get up in their face with the SMGs.
And
they hold,
yeah,
and it's like
the window's gone now.
Yeah, you know, you're not winning this round. That was never going to happen. Oh, block kill.
Yeah, take them every day of the week, but churned up by the FAMAS. And it will amass 2, and looking for a 3rd, but not quite.
I feel like every round just goes on like 20 seconds longer than it really should. Like, oh, it's just, I love this game, man. This might be game of the year.
Game of the year. Yeah, Spirit Phase, who cared about that one? Heroic MIBR, game of the year.
No, it's actually pretty ugly right now,
yeah.
But like in a fun way.
In a fun way. I mean, ugly CS is always entertaining, not to play, but to spectate. When you can see all the ridiculousness of the mini-map and the rotations, especially with Heroic CT side, always funny. They gotta go right down Banana, Harry. Again with 3, they're trapped in front of the flames. Cadian gets out just about. He's not, 2 and 13, but he's not worried. He's not gonna let that hold him back from playing his own game. And he'll leave once more down on that B-bomb site with a Molotov left. I mean, yeah, Stown goes back for a smoke and spawn. We like that. Heroic making use of every penny. And MIBR, before they do a thing, they're going to wait out all this util down Banana. There is a 3rd smoke, however. So it's going to be quite a wait. That's only to take the Banana control. I do like the patience for MIBR. I just don't think they were ready for 3 in a row. Now they know, okay, this is our bomb site now. This is our area. We just need to flash our way back in, molly the car, and try and get Stown off this angle.
Yeah, flash to help them on their way. There's the flash. It's gone in, but Stown already down off the half wall, looking to peek in a little bit later with a flash of his own. Lobbed over from the B site. He's going to get the info that there's no one on Banana right now, and that is an immediate rotate out of Cadian. Moving away from the B side. Going to go reinforce the A bomb site.
Oh, they even wait for him. 15 seconds, they haven't cleared the corner, and Shush will double up. This is a mess. They may have killed the flank, but they can't go back to it. There's no time. Bomb's committed into the death. Tessus will stop it right then and there, and this has to be a save for MIBR. Maybe a peek at the end to grab a gun, but otherwise it's 9 for Heroic. That's a bit of a mess. I think they waited all 3 of those Banana smokes to not even peek Banana. Yeah, they may kill Stown, but it comes so late in the round, and at that point they were already committed to their game plan. Heroic more than ready, and this game stays weird. But you are noticing a changing of the guard, perhaps.
Am I?
Yeah, Heroic are playing a lot better than the first 9 rounds of this game.
Yeah, you know, I think also, like, for MIBR, that was just like a kind of oddity in terms of a lot of build-up, a lot of kind of shuffling and, like, trying to get people into the right positions, only for, you know, what I would consider to be very, like, kind of simple mistakes to have cost them everything. Even the spacing on the bomb was pretty problematic. Like, it was up short alone, everyone else was either apartments or long, and you're pushing in the final 15 seconds, like, similar to when we had that last day take round with I think it was Exit running up the short side of the pistol. It's like, he dies, that was it anyway. The round was just 1 kill away from being lost at any moment. So, yeah, you know, I think MIBR's T-side's got some pretty clear problems. And Heroic are, you're dead on, like, starting to look a lot better here.
They get so much respect in these rounds. We just saw Refresh push down on the edge of the mid-smoke, and Tesses, who had a better spawn, jump through the mid-smoke and peek all the way down alt mid. And then they got out, and they didn't even get shot at. MIBR were, yeah, mainly banana, but no one even tried to challenge that. They let Heroic get a 5-on-4 and then just disappear. And now they could be anywhere. We know Heroic. MIBR just have to pick a site and hope for the best. And with 1 smoke as their entire kit in utility, B is the best option. It's going to be a wall smoke. Try and fight towards the spawn. That will at least be where Cadian is sitting, but CT smoke not needed. 1 comes down in the choke. Climbs down, can see this. If they jump on the head, oh, he heard a jump. He knows exactly what's up, and he sees 2 as well. There will be a trade somehow, some way, but Cadian still has an open line of sight, and they've got no more util to cut him out.
Yeah, the lack of util means they are pretty screwed in this one. Ooh, okay, flushing shush out ain't bad, and the fact that you managed to get past the CT group is pretty mental in and of itself. Now in a 2-on-3 with Cadian at 1 health, this could get wacky, this could get wild. MIBR doing everything they can to keep themselves afloat here on Inferno. However, Exit turns on a dime and is actually going to win that. Looked like Refresh had him locked in. Cadian, oh my god, he's running, and it's so awkward in the 1v2. That is, I'm kind of lost for words. That's a little bit messy there. So Cadian got that kill, ran up to the door of ruins. Cello didn't quite react in time, was hoping that the banana player is, you know, it's awkward timing for Cello. I don't really think there was much he could have done there. But, well, it's just kind of another weird ending to a round.
I mean, Heroic, they made the read. You got to give it to them. Exit may have got that kill on the first player coming back, but they realized, like, oh, we're not getting pushed. They have to either be trapped at quad and new box, or same position, quad and dark, or they have to be in CT spawn. So they came back for it, but I just don't think they were ready for 2 players in the same position there for MIBR, and it almost worked out, but Kit on test says just enough time. And yeah, it has been other players of Heroic saving the day. Incredible utility. This is what Heroic were battering Fnatic with in their CT side of this map earlier. Just great HEs down banana. Look at the damage done. Not even a player's been spotted yet. Finally, a fight comes through for Stown. Yeah, and Azan with the AWP, but T-side not going to have anywhere nearly as much room. That chicken gets turned into a nug. MIBR want to batter their way through this B-bomb site. To do so, they've got to get through one of the hottest prospects of Danish CS.
Yes, downtown, baby. Look at him, up on the coffins. Hoping they come his way. Hoping they give him this big old mow down moment. Flashed over the top, and that smoke's going to nullify his position. He's flashed in by his teammate in CT. And after getting rid of 1, just ducks on out of there. Okay. That's one way to deal with him. Oh, Cello's got his eyes up on the boost. Smokes or not, he'll find his way. And he's opened up a 3-on-3 here for MIBR.
Still a retake available, right? There's a kit, there's double H's, there's a molly. This is really good utility for Heroic to still have in a post-plant. If they can get them in dark, they can do some serious damage. Hello, oh dear, in the open, cello. They've got to clear him. That other player's walked into the banana smoke. There's no time. This round is over, folks. They have to be on the defuse in seconds, and the kills would come flying through for MIBR. That takes far too long to amass for Heroic, and by the time they do, MIBR come to them 10-10, and they're getting loud now. They know they're in this game, Harry. They have been all the way, but considering Heroic come back, and now you break them on a rifle round like that.
And dude, something that's like super concerning for me is that like, okay, when we look at like the whole veto for this game, it's like Inferno, I think was a pretty ballsy pick, if I'm honest, from Heroic anyway. You know, Dinko even said that like he thought MIBR was going to pick Inferno.
Yeah.
So the fact that Heroic picked into it, I thought was like ballsy to begin with. MIBR stylistically kind of went to try and find their opponent's weakness for their pick as opposed to a map that they themselves feel too strong on, obviously Mirage. And you know, the idea that like that's going to be even scrappier, it's going to be even kind of messier, and with this one being so competitive from the get-go on a map that both these teams are very, very confident on, while still looking, you know, kind of rough around the edges, I am left wondering, you know, what's Mirage going to be like, and if MIBR win this map, is there a world where Heroic get 2-0?
I don't want to walk that road just yet, Harry. I want to keep believing. I mean, this is the highest rated team of the event, the favorites to win it all, without the pressure of a massive stadium. There will be a crowd here on Friday, Saturday, but it's not the, you know, the major stage for Heroic. There shouldn't be really any excuses. Can't afford to lose this one of all. The elimination game on day one. Double long setup, nice spray for KD, and he had to commit. They will half-assed clear. Refresh gets 2. Yeah, lazy check from cello. He looks in, but he turns around immediately, and Refresh smokes the Molotov and even sprays more. The Glock, oh, it's not done a single point of damage. The AK will help us down, is even more effective, and he will bail Refresh out, leaving Jota with not enough time to even win this round, even if he got both kills right here, right now. It doesn't matter. There's Refresh. Here's the second. It does not matter. It's done. Tassus is here to kill him after time if he shall. 11-10 there for Heroic.
Yeah, man, that damn long cubby. You know, betraying MIBR again. And you were dead on, man. That was the definition of a half-assed check. It's like cello had already decided there was no one in that position, despite, you know, looking at it. And,
yeah, they got a double kill on long.
Yeah, no,
so,
exactly, right?
You know.
Like, it's a good little bait and switch out of Heroic. The fact that they're not ready for Refresh there is exactly as you say. They just got 2, so they assume that that's the entire long component. I think now, you know, they've got to be warmed up to this idea that the long cubby is often going to harbor a Heroic player. Also, I do want to draw your attention to the old scoreboard.
I was gonna say
at cello, man.
Yeah, I can't rag on him too much, can I? 30-13. That snuck up very fast. Where did that come from? How's he done that?
And you know, I said he's like, I called him the emotional spirit level of MIBR. I still think that's very much the case. This was something they even said back at the major was like, if cello's feeling good, we're all feeling good. Nice. You know, like, and I think the fact that he's 30 kills deep is only going to help you get more mileage out of this MIBR squad. Like, not even from his individual ability. I think it's going to rub off on everyone else.
Good take. Heroic timed the molly very well. They see the smoke coming over the top. Still going to have to forfeit mid. Molly only lost half as long as the smoke, if that. Out they go. Free real estate, mate. Exit holds for a banana push. Options are open to double back. Smoke on short side. spam. Oh, look what it does. Cello down to 20. Not the guy you want to get beat up early by this random spray. They've got the gap to spawn. Cadian's on the boost. He'll have to eventually turn around. Someone must consider this. But MIBR, do they even want to go for the B play? They could just wrap library and commit to the A attack. But just off of the position alone, you almost want to call, guys, forget what we had planned. Look at how much room we have. But without Banana, they will just be tightening the net on this A site. Refresh has a lot to do right now. He has plenty of positions to worry about, and they are in library. He had no idea. Oh dear, just one man. Shush up in the apartments, flashed out, nothing to do. The bomb is not open. This round is MIBR's.
Oh, that's a little awkward, man. Shush. He had a chance, but it sailed on past. Jota will die in the apartments going hunting. Maybe that spurs Heroic on, but they're still super far removed from the round, right? They're just going to duck out of this one, concede it, and MIBR, they keep this competitive. It's just Cello, man. He gets that opener, and it very much, you know, very much teased them up for the round, as it were.
Yeah, T-Sides may have been troubling as of late for MIBR, but right now they are playing up to the level. Maybe that level isn't as high for Heroic as we have seen before, but well, this is all that matters for MIBR. Bit by bit, round by round, building in. It was a very dominant lead, a very dominant beginning to the game, that of which Heroic have tightened up well, but still reliant on just a couple of carry players in Stown and Shush. Tess has had some big T-side entry rounds as well. Right now, still waiting on Cadian to activate, yet to have that CTAWP.
Very composed from both squads, man. You know, it's kind of for different reasons. It's like MIBR, they're trying to stay tuned in, channeled in, right, in a series that was supposed to belong to Heroic in this head-to-head. For Heroic, they're kind of calm in nature because this is not at all how this is meant to go. There's none of these kind of grandiose, over-the-top celebrations out of Heroic right now. You know, normally if like they're in a close game, if they win an important round, they all get very, very hyped. They all get very, very vocal. That's not happening here because, well, firstly, they're still battling for the lead. Secondly, I think they know that this isn't one that was supposed to be this close anyway. You know, I think this is going to be one of the rare examples of, even like if Heroic do win this map, I doubt we're going to see any kind of celebration from them. No matter how this goes from this point onwards, it's been kind of dismal for the standards that are meant to be around this Heroic squad. Right back in. MIBR. Slow mid-take once again, trying to work this default. Right, there's a bit of banana aggro out of Heroic. Stown's pushed all the way down to the logs. Tesses is able to support him here with his utility from top banana.
For the contact mid, Cadian may have nades up, but timing is everything. The molly forces a commit, at least out of Turtle. He will beat the utility in through middle, but they smoke him right off at the short side. This smoke is scary as well. You get paranoid that someone's boosting inside of it, going on the half wall. No one is, but it's not info MIBR have. Pop out long, Cadian with a teammate with him. He's going to swing out, look for these fights, throwing himself back in. There's still the MP9 up close. It chooses two. Teslas gets a double and the bomb. A nice surprise here for Heroic in what is a 4-on-2. Stown even spots exit leaving B. No questions now for Heroic.
Yeah, car smoke dropped in, trying to give the illusion that someone could be working the apartments. If it does keep bodies over towards short, that's nice for MIBR. It gives them a chance to get this bomb back. Still, with only 20 seconds, they want to save, and you know they've at least got a path to do that now with Stown dealt with. Still, it's not really what they were hoping for here. A much-needed round for Heroic, one that they keep 3 alive in as well. And they're just kind of break even on the back of this one, make a bit of money on these 3 guys. And for MIBR, they can keep on investing at a bare minimum, right? They can still keep this back and forth going.
Yeah, definitely looking like a change for Heroic. They're already pretty calm, even when things weren't going well, but right there, I think they're realizing that they are starting to get control back of this game right now, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how it starts, it matters how it ends. And it could end sour for MIBR if they drop the ball here after being 8-1 up. No up for Cadian, but that was a choice. He's been very willing to go 1-for-1 and just set his teammates up for multi-kills. They've been delivering on that promise. And that's fine. When you know you're having a bad game, find different ways to be effective. Trap between mollies. Again, Stan will survive at the sandbags. Doesn't need to stay here, but he wants to, and for good reason. Rids Turtle of the round. More powerful grenades for Heroic as they back out, conceding Banana. But that's of little value right now. More smokes being put down to keep MIBR out of an execute. Stan's even looking for gaps. Further info to enforce this A bomb site. Currently only 2 strong. Might need some support. See if Refresh considers it, or if MIBR get a chance to execute into a 4-on-2.
We're starting to get that rotate now. Stan left alone at top Banana. Oh, he's even creeping down it. Heroic feel like they've got the read here, and they certainly do. We know it, and they're about to find it out as they get all the way down Banana. They know now that it is this A play. cello's going to turn and check for Stan. At this point, you kind of know you're walking into a stack, but you don't have the time to go anywhere else. It's going to be a 4-on-4 brawl for this A bomb site, and well, the results are not there for MIBR. They might get 1 on the opener, but that is the extent of it. cello left saving, and Heroic onto 13 as they claim another round.
Yeah, they would have loved to go back there, but there were actually 3 in the hallway of apartments with the bomb committed, ready to go. Heroic panic. The second they lose down, they start to rotate 2 players out, but cello throws, or whoever throws in that moto smoke, and that basically confirms it to Heroic. Like, yeah, they're committing off this. They are ready to go. Watch out. Heroic suddenly flip and look ready for a pop, and yeah, just from Graveyard getting mauled. 13-11. This game is definitely no longer what it once was. This is the Danes in control, as always should have been the case. 8's down B. Banana gets controlled again by Heroic. MIBR were very good at taking this on their CT side, but that's been the same case here in the second as well. Through the smoke, this Deagle.
Heroic coming back to try and plug this hole, and Stan will at least. I don't know the full extent of how many guys made it by, but they're content with dealing with the point man. Now giving all their attention back to Banana as MIBR move in. Stan and Cadian are clearing this up, and Cadian is throwing himself into these gunfights. Wanted to try and get back into the game, and it feels like we're getting Cadian returning to form here. At just the right time.
Not even been AWPing, really. Just been, like said, throwing themselves into fights, setting his teammates up in bait and switch positions, getting traded after 1. Just, yeah, nothing wrong with that when you have so many players capable of going on big multi-kill rounds. And, yeah, Cadian 3 there manages to keep it clean. 14-11. That 1 gap on long gifted by Tesses. Otherwise, no problem. This has to be it for MIBR. They have to get back on this T side. It's been a minute. And oh, I love the mid push. Ballsy cool. Sign of the times. Perhaps the flash, refresh, fights, and takes 1 with him. AWP removed. Or at least the AWP. cello will make use of that weapon. Turtle gets mollied. It goes both ways. Tessis is forced out of position, and Stan is stuck committed, but he's okay. Tessis doesn't need to smoke that Molotov. He can wait it out and play off the back of his teammate yet again. Ooh.
there's still a lot of utility in play here for Heroic. You know, in a lot of these rounds, as they were kind of going back and forth, Heroic could run out of utility a hell of a lot. They never had a lot of money, but here they can molly this, they can re-smoke it. And if any of these players are left in a retake, they've got all the util in the world on the Heroic side of things. It might not even come down to that. It's down, trapped in a corner, will get dealt with eventually. But it doesn't give you a lot to go off of here if you're MIBR. A 2v3 where both your players are super low. Now that is a big opener for Jota. But you don't have a re-smoke for CT, and they're getting flanked through Banana. They've not only got to somehow make it past Cadian's AWP unscathed. Okay, they managed that, that's fine. But this is where the Banana component should have it all locked in. Exit dead, and Jota spotted. The nade's going to do it. Ooh, 1 damage on the nade. He gets away. 5 bullets in the AK. Now 3 bullets, and Cadian's there to put a stop to him. Heroic up onto 15. As they do grind this one out, the results are there in the end. And they're looking to lock in their map pick.
Yeah, I mean, just scary shooting for Cadian right now. Like, I'm a little worried, especially when Mirage is the next map. He needs to wake up, warm up between maps, because even though, yeah, they've come in with a save here, have Heroic, it's just some of these basic shots is being missed by Cadian. Not what we expect to see. Slow day for him, or at least slow afternoon. The morning was fine. Morning was good. Down and Shush continue to put Heroic in the backpack. Individually, at least. Cadian not deterred. And again, missed shot. Looked basic, looked on it, to be honest, but not going to get away. Stown will, however. 10 health. Just about. Still keeping Triple B, but it's not like MIBR have had a consistency, have found a gap, found a weakness that they can manage to bully on this T side. So Heroic aren't feeling the pressure too much.
Turtle is feigning top mid control right now. Hoping he can keep some bodies over towards this A bomb site. Yeah, Cello rather.
Missed his moto smoke.
Yeah, not ideal. Heroic is still 3 strong over towards A. This boost in CT is nice for Tessez. Up here, bright and early. Cadian also able to lob in some util, right? He's holding that incendiary. And it's going to slow down this push. MIBR, as they wait for that to fade, they're going to have about 9 seconds as that Molotov runs out. And so here they go. 1 kill could define the round. And there it is. The bomb goes tumbling away. There isn't time anymore. And so that's Heroic locking. That's just how it is.
Yeah, we've had a great time so far, and I'm sure it's going to get better. It needs to for Heroic, especially that first half. My golly gosh, that was a dire beginning.
Yeah, man.
But boy, did they pull it back, Harry.
Exactly, and no one remembers, you know, the terrible first half. Everyone just goes, oh, they won. Okay, cool. You know, like at this point, that's what matters most to Heroic. If they can stick the landing, the shaky start will be quickly forgotten about. Let's find out if they can, though. It's a CT side start and a quad A lean. That means 4 leaning A.
Gonna get the quad lean. Tesso's tapping. Put down to 1, but he lives, and that makes all the difference to set up for the retake. Jota in middle, Glock, but no armor. He's gonna get chewed up, and Stown deals with him well. Smoke to give a bit of room, bit of space here on the retake for Heroic. 5 on 3, even with that low player, they've got the kit. They should be fine.
3 up the short side, 2 through the market. Oh, Tessez taking them out of the rank. Shush as well. They've just swarmed the bomb site, haven't they? Exit. 1v5, trying to keep the dream alive. They're on the bomb, they're sticking it, and there's nothing he can do. Trapped in a little prison. And so there's Heroic stealing the pistol.
That would be the worst. A little prison? You don't even have space? You're just in a box, Harry? solitary confinement. Yeah, Heroic keep it nice and clean on the retake there. One man on B, but he gets a kill and gets out, and that's pretty much more than you could ever need to poise for that round. Some very clean headshots, and Heroic's head removal service is, well, business is booming.
The surgery called where you get your head removed?
A lobotomy.
Yeah.
It's not a head removed. They actually take a bit out of your brain, Harry. That's what you
I've
got. That's why you can't remember
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lobotomized.
The fourth one's free, they said. So I'm up
Why
to
do
wait.
you collect your stamps?
Yeah, yeah. Right. The Deagles have opened up. But can they go any further? That's the big question. MIBR leaking out through the ramp right now.
Oh, it's saucy, all right. Cadian gets a decaf lobotomy, and Cello has opened up another. It's going to be Nest quick for refreshes down though to respond, and 2-3. That will do. Heroic have already won this round, it feels like, unless Jota does something just ridiculous. Refresh been spotted. Spam is optimistic at best, and the round will be laid to rest. It's 2-0 for Heroic. It's down starting strong. As said on the desk, thank God Heroic have firepower coming out the wazoo. Down, he was the savior of Inferno, and he started strong as well.
Are you a Stan?
Stan,
Yeah.
Stan, yeah.
But I tried to say it like with
Stan.
Stan.
Yeah, I'm a Stan. Da 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 da. Refresh on the ramp. He's only baiting his teammate. He can tuck and blind, but not his shush as he deals the man on ramp. This is the bomb right now coming through, and it's gone in front of the Molotov. Refresh finds that kill. 5-on-3. Cello, lovely timing. Catches Tessa's throwing nades. He needs to, maybe even a third. Cello, what do you got? Nothing. No more than the double up. He had an incredible game back on Inferno, but it didn't mean much. It didn't matter, did it? 3-on-2, and again, his heroics could be all in vain.
Oh, hang on.
Spicy.
Hang on. Jota's here. On the scene.
Oh,
Head
refresh.
detective. Come on, Inspector. Let's go. Go, go, Gadget. Jota. Up through Con. Position he was just in. Got around the world and back again. Refresh. About to uncover the bomb at ramp. Just solidify that it's still here and play around it. Jota is sneaking all the way. Having a run now eventually, right? Time is kind of the essence here. Having to pick up the pace a bit as he wraps through spawn. It puts a lot of weight on this fight versus Refresh. If this isn't won by the T-spawn wrap out of Jota, if he doesn't win this head-to-head, that is the round. MIBR, man, that they put a lot of these rounds just on the back of one engagement, essentially. And, well, the engagement didn't plan out. And so that's the round. Done deal. Heroic 3-0 to open up Mirage.
I wish I heard what he said there, but Cadian, he's already started, hasn't he? Not really the guy to talk shit after the last map, I will say that much, but hey, win's a win.
That's why, you know,
that's why it's even better, yeah. Nothing worse than the bottom fragger writing GG easy. Nothing worse.
Well, not only that, it wasn't like as passionate as normal. It was kind of, he went like, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the round, buddies. Yeah, that was a super long con for Jota, and unfortunately the time wasn't there, but he's still walking, right? And we see the shadow advantage from Refresh's perspective.
You know, I gotta say, I think that, like, that there's a fair few moments in this series already where I wish that MIBR would just kind of buddy system and trade, like, around the bomb. And be that with the bomb dropped as in that situation there, or as we saw in Inferno, like there were countless times where the bomb would go up short alone while everyone else was going apartments and long, and it's like, guys, you need that. Like, I don't know how else to say
Relying
it. Like,
too much on one player,
yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
And it's like, it comes down to this situation where if everything goes right and then you just lose, like, the wrong fight, as it were, the round still is just snatched away anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's been a few moments like that now. I hope it kind of tightens up, or else MIBR might not be on this, you know, at the event much longer.
Yeah.
3-0 down to open up Mirage, their map pick. And onto Pistols, it might be about to get even better for Heroic.
And even worse for MIBR. Cello gets one traded just with a spray down, and 3 out of 5 will certainly do as Heroic take the 4th round. Easy done. Yeah, I mean, Dinko called this map the punish pick for MIBR coming into the series. I think it was, you know, obviously not a great map for them in recent results, but neither for Heroic. One of their weaker areas for MIBR to try and exploit. Depends how much prep they've done, because that's the funny thing. Even if you try to play like 4D chess and prep for your second matchup, be it winners or losers, I don't think you were ready to face Heroic in the losers matchup. It's a really hard draw after Fnatic took that opening dub on the BO1. All very close. Tessus gets dinked, but he will survive and escape. 4 on 5, MIBR scrimming out ramp. Turtles crept into the A side, but that Molotov's going to give it all up and away. Orb trying to hold the peak, but which angle do they come from? He's read it well. Bia and Azan gets the kill, but he's gone to Stown. That's the bomb again, lost on ramp, and they know that there's another man here who threw the molly in the first place. Turtle dueling, does lose it. Stown's ready for Palace as well, but Exit wins the fight, and Refresh is thrown into a clutch.
Oh, okay.
That works.
Can't believe Jota just won that. It looked like he was kind of screwed on that one there. But he's able to walk it over the line, and so MIBR, they will put their first on the board here and now. That's in spite of an initial, you know, like nice start to the round out of Heroic. It quickly turns sour. All right, MIBR, can they build up upon this? That's the million-dollar question right now. Heroic, okay. This is kind of, you know, classic Heroic, like willing to get a little crazy. They're throwing a buy in here. It's got an AWP for Stown, Deagle for Shush, very limited utility, no kit. So you really are relying on the individuals just shutting this round down. If it comes down to a retake, you're probably saving, you're probably in for a bad time. Let's find out, though.
That's why they want to win mid, try and fight this position and win the round before it even begins. Cello's going to get caught down under. Refresh. Heil drives his head. Shush has got that one bit of utility left on the ramp. He uses Molly. Smoke now gone as well. Just trying to buy time on this A site. It's been double ramp setups most of these rounds for MIBR, and this will be no exception with the mid-man making the lurk happen. Cadian, oh, he's not turning, but the Deagle will spot him. Cadian needs to trade. He gets it 4 on 3, and now Refresh even following up bit by bit. MIBR drip dry again. It's just so many of these contact ramp plays, and it's not catching Heroic off guard. You're not surprising these players. Yes, this rifle is very deep in the bomb site, but Heroic have the cross covered. Bia and Azan crossing in with a good flash, but there's the trade, and Exit coming through the smoke is dead as well. Heroic, they knew how important winning that round was. They were willing to risk it all with the force buy, and it works out. Now they can keep steamrolling MIBR on the CT side. And honestly, Harry, the more we get into the current meta, the more it seems that this game is getting even more CT-sided. It feels like we're getting even more dominant halves. 12 threes, 11 fours. They're not, you know, they are commonplace. They're happening so often, even in 50-50 matchups. So, yeah, Heroic are surely poised to get out of control here in this first half.
Oh, dude, there's a push coming in through lower. Stown might be hot on the heels of this B play. He's running up the stairs, coming in on the backstab. Right now, MIBR, they're screwed, man. They're pinched it in. Yeah. Up in the apartments, there shouldn't be a way out of this one. Oh, the nade even doing extra damage. Stown has got them trapped right where he wants them. Jota going back has at least got a little bit of room here.
Faked
but
out.
it's quick to get removed. Stown with a very big round there. And so Heroic, big lead now getting locked in. And Hugo, you know, it all links back into what you're saying. Do we think we're going to have one of these ludicrously strong CT sides?
Absolutely.
Really felt like commonplace.
Yeah, Stown ran down the stairs and then walked back up. Like, Jota got fully duped there in the 1-on-5. Nothing for free. No Molly in the window, but they've been smoking it every round they want to go mid, so KD's just going to get locked out of information early. Good grenade. It's not Inferno anymore, but you wouldn't believe it, the damage being done. Another one will put cello low. Allstar makes some sound, and smoke spam is almost there. cello dodges death for now. And so MIBR actually get mid-control for free. They're all the way towards the bench area. I say free, they've taken some health out of the round, but otherwise, good position. And a solo B again. Heroic have seen nothing but A splits. They're convinced once more they could be onto something. But up cat goes the bomb. And the A player leaves.
Right now, I mean, there is a golden opportunity to B split. There really is. Like, one man here rotates so far away. Do not give this fight to KD in window. Oh, the timing on that, man. Jota just gets out of there. And they're going to start to lean back into the B bomb site right as MIBR move in. Oh. This entire round, there has been one man in B. Right up until MIBR look to take the site. Now there's three, and there's one again. Blinking, you missed it. Whoa! Cadian, that's quick. What? That's the thing of beauty right there.
How on earth?
Surely, though, surely you don't attempt the round. cello's even coming in on this backstab. It's a flashy shot, but it's all going to lead to a save. cello would love to remove a gun, but it's wishful thinking. A 3v3. Move. However, Heroic are not destined to go for this round. It will just sail on by.
Dude, this young guy, Bia Enazan, he is fast. It doesn't feel like he's consistent. He's still finding his footing. But, man, when he hits a kill with the AWP, he hits it quick. He hits it real quick. He's got flicks on him. Yeah, definitely someone to keep your eyes on. Been putting up some massive rounds for MIBR, but there's just one. And many more needed, Harry. That's the game.
Yeah. That's pretty, that's true, man. That's deep. You know, the last round you get might be... Oh, no, wait. The first round you get might be the last round you get. There you go. Think about that.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to have your last breakfast.
Wow, that's
but one
deep.
day it will happen.
No, yeah, that's
you won't
true.
know it at the time.
One day, here's the thought.
Oh,
one day, you put your Nintendo DS down, only to have never touched it again since, and you were never aware that was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
but everyone's got one, just sat in a drawer somewhere.
I relate to that. Deeply.
You know,
yeah.
And you weren't sat there that night going, "I think I'm done with this forever."
Yeah,
you just went, "Wow, that was a fun night of Nintendo DSing. I'll just switch that off, put it away." And
this is really sad and introspective now. And then you pick up Counter-Strike, and luckily you never put that away. You always keep coming back. You can try and disappear. You can try and stop playing. You can try. I'll see you next weekend. 6-2. Cadian got the big green. So, to MIBR. They take mid, but Cadian's right there in under, causing commotion. Knowing this middle is getting taken a lot. With a double setup, his back is covered. Refresh stops Jota from getting any con control this time. And even smoke and flash for the exit. Talking of which, tucked up on chair right now. Does Refresh know? It doesn't look like it. No guarantee. But Exit has a chance to perform here as they block their way back through Connie. Hits one. Cadian legged him though, and Shush will finish it off. 4-on-2. Desperate B pop right now, and Tessus is here. Same angle every damn day, baby.
Yeah, he loves this one, man. Your head's kind of obscured by the boxes. But this AWP that you've highlighted is quick, is flashy. Gonna open up into the B site. Turtle now dropping in. Trying to just make it through this CT defense. He's been fortunate on all these timings so far, but eventually his luck is set to run out. The bomb dropped up in the apartments and now getting walked on, not just through short, but also out of market as well. It's a rough spot for Turtle, and there's the closer. Heroic 7-2. Still building into this CT side. Come on, cast the fist one, man. Like, come on. That's exist back there. Pay some respect. You know, you really going to do exist like that?
Nah, at least he lets him know, you know, the shoulder tap.
I like that. You know, he didn't just like, you know, hope he picked up on it.
I mean, it's clear existence.
Guy.
That shoulder tap, I don't know, buddy. That's, he could be communicating some secret intentions there, Harry. You never know. I mean, gotta keep our eye on exist right now. All jokes, all fun, all games.
Yeah, also, it was an attack pause as well. So, like, you know.
He's even allowed to, yeah. Well, I don't know, exists. Likely story. I still got my
Plus,
eyes on
I think that the better way to communicate in attack pause is probably
verbally
using your mouth. But Exist just stood there, like, letting KD do all the talking, just full faith. Yep, flick that back up. Didn't use it once.
Good chat. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Well, nothing to say. Keep it up, guys. Proud of you. 7-2, and a far better go at things here for Heroic than was the beginning of Inferno. Cello through the smoke, and it works. I don't know how. Shush is looking at the ground to dodge a flashbang, but he still dies to it. It's down as a cross, and oh, what do you know? MIBR going to try and cross on the A site with no smokes down? Oh, is that going to not work? That's shocking. I haven't watched the first 9 rounds of this map yet, though, so I wouldn't know. Hey, Jacob, lobbing in the molly. That was a joke about how MIBR love contacting A. Luckily enough, they found the gap. Jota is in the B bomb site, but they know.
Tessa's gonna win that one. Jota thought he had some big old mega brain timing, but he does not. You know where Tessa's is trying to go, don't you? Yeah, I'll give you 3 guesses, but you only need 1. Go on, crawl back into your little gross hole.
It's called the womb, Harry.
Here he is. The Womb Raiders on their way. MIBR. Just kind of cut down, really.
Yeah.
You know, like an umbilical cord almost. This one is severed. And there's Tesses with the backstab. Heroic 8-2. This is more like it from the Danes.
Graphic. Very graphic scenes, and not just on the casting desk. This is clean.
I mean, you're the one who took it there. I couldn't leave it hanging. You know?
Yeah, you had to cut the cord eventually. Otherwise, you're going to get trapped in the bus door.
Has anyone ever done that?
I don't know enough about this topic to even feel comfortable approaching that one.
Fair enough. Let's just move on, actually. Yeah. I think, as it stands, Heroic are in the lead, if I'm not wrong.
8-2. You are not incorrect. And that would make you arguably correct. Fast top mid take. This is more like it. Danish-esque and Danish delight as Refresh doubles up. Lovely spray on that second one as well. Recovered what was a difficult kill initially. And yeah, MIBR, as soon as they finally go back to a slower default round, they just get run at. Heroic, love that. Throwing it in on round 11 when everything has worked so far. And now MIBR slink back into their default and Heroic go cold. Even Stown pushing the ramp smoke has cleared out a lot of the A attack, but if he goes too early, he'll catch or be caught by Exit holding on. Instead, he's hit the perfect timing. He's had his cake and he's eaten it. He is all the way behind these T players coming up through apps, and that smoke is only going to buy him more time, as MIBR have to respect it. They have no choice. Smokes aren't walls, but this one is as good as one. Stown will flank short, so he will miss that, but he can at least confirm that there's no cat split on this B approach. That's if it doesn't just get hung out to dry by the double hold of Cadian and Refresh.
Yeah, not going to miss one of those, is he? Oh, well, missed it the second time around, but that's where Refresh is here, is the fail safe. Cadian and him just ping-pong off of one another.
Whoa, ping-pong's a joke, Harry. It's all about table tennis.
Well,
come on, you've been going on about it all day.
I have. And, you know, officially, it's like, actually, ping-pong is just like one that the British own the rights to. It's the one that's also called Whiff-Waff.
Ping-pong!
Colloquially, it's called Whiff-Waff in the UK.
Okay, I no longer like it.
No, it's terrible, isn't it? Whiff-Waff? Bro, what are you talking about?
Sounds like a drive-by fart or something. Yeah. Damn it. I have a really good one, but I forgot the name of the guy. What's the guy who can't say is ours? Warwy the racing car.
Jonathan something.
Jonathan was.
Jonathan was. Yeah, whiff-waff. Enough of this whiff-waff, chaps.
Right, here we go. Out for the ramp. Turtles dead to a nade. MIBR, they can feel it. They can feel this one getting out of hand, getting out of control. It's all getting a little bit wild. The scenes here on Mirage, unprecedented as Heroic press ahead. cello is low,
no,
and they're getting wrapped by Refresh. Nades go in. Man, only nades have gotten killed so far for Heroic in this round, and it's so quickly getting out of hand. Okay, MIBR right back in the swing of things. Cadian's left in the 1v3. Gonna have to give us a vintage Casper the Friendly Ghost moment. Here he is. There's the first. Cadian on the board now. Oh, but Exit's going to decimate him.
That's more like it, MIBR. Who needs smokes? Just walk out A. Eventually it does work. It took them 12 rounds to figure it out, but some beautiful grenade work. And even dealing with that flank, what a quick check. Why were they so ready for Refresh being in T-spawn after 20 seconds? Maybe off the back of that top mid push in the previous round, but great check to be at a Zan. And MIBR find a third. That's going to immediately force a double AWP out of Heroic, looking to lay down the law. No window smoke this time. There is a top mid one, just to keep Heroic guessing. But there's one of the first quick picks for Cadian. Oh, meanwhile, Stown gets flashed out at B. He has got Tessa's up close. That smoke is going to help Stown, I think, but Tessa's jumping for the 5-7 kill. Meanwhile, Shush gone over in window, trying to get Curious in middle. Look at the gap that Jota will take as a result. Unfortunately, there's a rifle here in time, and the timing, as he jumps up on the board, he's caught by Refresh, who leans back to that A site to join this very aggressive angle from Cadian. What a spot.
There's aggressive, and then there's this. And Cadian don't miss these. There we go. There's the first.
Whopping.
And it's just the first. cello's going to trade it. Now armed with an AWP. Scoped up, waiting for a peek at jungle that isn't going to get given to him. Instead, double grouping in CT. It's a really nice decision for Heroic.
The first contact on this A site is going to be Stown on short. How painful is that? You can't even fight an A player until you get past this AWP. They don't even know about the AWP. It's just locking it down from the B side. He looks away. Oh, the timing. No, Stown, this couldn't have gone worse.
Oh,
he will hear the cross.
Okay,
yeah, the bomb's made it through, and he should have it now. 15 seconds. Now Heroic can run out of CT if they really want. They can go absolutely balls to the wall. Crazy, but Stown will deliver.
They never even knew
without
about the A players.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane, man.
I love that setup for Heroic. Perfect. Full faith in their teammates, as is always the case.
You know, I kind of feel bad for existing games like this, where Heroic are just like winning.
Come on, guys.
You don't actually have to, like, whenever MIBR call a tag for us, he just flips the headset down.
Lose some rounds. Give me something to do.
Show us existing, and I want to see him pull down his little tusk and and then just lift him back up. Oh.
Yeah, it's a quick day in the office for Heroic. Past those first, 10 rounds of Inferno. Everything else has gone pretty much to plan. And MIBR, I mean, they got a very hard draw at this event. They got big coming off of an underwhelming major performance. Yeah, sure, they did fine. They went straight to Legends from the RMR, but I think we wanted more. But even so, Big, who they themselves wanted more, I guess you could say. That's their first matchup, not easy. And then you face Heroic, who shouldn't even be in a lower bracket match anyway. Like, of course MIBR were going to get 0-2. That's a really rough draw for them. Let's see if they can find some pity rounds on this T side, try and give them something to work with, or if the CT dominance continues for Heroic. Broken by 2 guns.
A slow mid take in this one. Oh, there was a golden opportunity for cello. Cadian not only gets out with a man advantage, even drops a smoke to keep Refresh in this position at ladder, who will just get fed a kill onto a flying turtle there. And like, this is another round where the bomb is in a position where if it dies, the round is probably over. I don't love how many of these rounds have kind of moments like this. It's somewhat getting navigated as they group up on the short side, but no, they've just dropped back in the middle again. So they are going to try and go A. However, the bomb is in window, and it's still like just problematic. Okay, I like this from Joe. Going back in the mid, now he's at least with the rest of the team. They can group, they can try to fight for this. Is that going to make it any easier? They are getting top mid split. They're also on short. They're actually completely surrounded. Oh my god, that's so quick. But 20 seconds, he's going to be even faster now. And top mid, Tessez is there, holds the line, holds on to it. Heroic up to 11. And you know, man, I've got to say, for MIBR, it's a shame because of the draw that they had. But I've seen some promise out of this latest edition, man.
Yeah.
I've actually, you know, it was kind of rough in the first game, I guess, versus Big for him. But here, I think he's shown to be a pretty flashy AWP player. You know, probably needs to work on the consistency, but I think that comes with the territory when you're adapting to a role.
Yeah. He's looked good. He's looked really good. And I hope MIBR stay in Europe and continue to get good practice on. That has been one of the large reasons we've seen them do so well. And not, okay, maybe it's hard to rise up in the tier 2 of Europe, but at least when they went back to the Americas RMR, they smashed everybody they played. They looked solid. So that's reassuring at least. The level is definitely improving for this team. But right now, it's just it's a different tier, to be honest. Heroic making quick work of these MIBR boys. 4 left up in this round. Last of the half, looking for a 12-3. Double orb still reigning supreme for Heroic. Refresh back into middle. He's very cheeky. His underpick wasn't enough. He wants a second, and he might even stomp on the head of BLUEJAYS, who gets stuck in the smoke. Refresh from support. Tessez is there, flicking back, and there's one more man, but it won't last long. A swift death ensuing as Heroic flood middle together.
Oh my god, that is a full 5-man face in the 5v1 in middle to find Heroic at 12th. Yeah, it's pretty dominant, and at this point for MIBR, if they don't win this CT pistol, they can probably kiss the dream of going any further in the Pinnacle Cup goodbye. I think that's fair enough to say.
That's an apt breakdown of the very scary position that they are in. But
also, if Heroic do just dominate them here on Mirage, and I'm saying it because it looks super likely, if that does happen, kind of reassuring, right? For the, like, considering how they started, it was really good for MIBR, and also Heroic kind of came into it like super slow. I mean, Cadian was 0-10. You know, like I think that speaks volumes. Not really used to seeing him start like that.
8-1.
And, you know, they were able to pull back Inferno, but it was still pretty labored. It still took a hell of a big effort from guys like Stown to make it happen. And you were hoping that it would be pretty dominant to like give you full faith in Heroic. So, you know, this is them trying to right their wrongs, as it were. And with Refresh already opening up here, okay, something that was kind of cool here was like MIBR played a double spawn setup from the get-go. They just rotate these 2 players to wherever contact is made. And so now at least they have a 3-man stack in B very, very quickly. However, Heroic are always tricky. They're always little tricksters.
Look at this.
You know, they've got the bomb still in middle. They're in the B site with MIBR. They're next door neighbors and they don't even know.
Oh, come to the barbecue. John's making a cracking rack of ribs. But yeah, Cello going to stop him from getting any deeper in the B bomb site. Meanwhile, Heroic notice the stack. They go back elsewhere to the garden party that is a freshly mowed lawn. And the spam through the smoke won't connect. MIBR shredding out of CT right now, trying to run down these blocks. T250 tapping for Stown. Exit trades though, and Refresh follows up. Suddenly it's doable, winnable, favored in fact, with the bomb down for them. A man wrapping middle and no kit. Good spot, but a headshot for Cadian. Runs Exit off the bomb, and there's no way to win this round, Exit. You've got to accept the inevitable. 1v2, just playing with him is Cadian. And dinner is served. Dessert 2. Exit will have to desert the round. 12, now 13 for Heroic, as the pistol should poise them for a 2-0.
man, for MIBR, it's such a shame. You know, I feel like that kind of double up in spawn pistol setup where you fast rotate would work versus like almost any other team but Heroic. Like, these guys are the little evil tricksters of Counter-Strike. You know, nothing is as it ever seems with this squad, and you never quite know where they're looking to end up. They're very mobile. They love to play with rotations. They love to get in your head. The moment they made contact at B, you know, they were already taking middle. They were already moving through lower, and already they'd stopped looking at that B bomb site so favorably. Yeah, really, really nice scenes there for Heroic to turn that pistol round back in their favor. And he doesn't quite know where he's getting shot from, but eventually the kills come in. Cello with his USP, 2 kills from it in mid.
Nice.
That's not going to be enough to save the round.
Oh my goodness.
It could. God, man, these USPs are clean.
Whoa, that's a throw.
That was also like the bomb going in a window.
That's
man.
a throw.
They were willing to risk it all.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, that's the mindset of Heroic right now. 14-3, you're jumping through a window with a bomb. Also, you know, he knew he was up against Mac 10. Refresh very favored, but that's like the only way you lose that round, basically, is by doing that and missing the shot. But Refresh, very importantly, doesn't miss the shot.
Yeah.
14-3.
I will say, though, like, if anyone knows how a little fun peek versus a weak gun can quickly get out of hand, it's Refresh.
Oh, hey, sometimes it's the lack of peek, Harry. Sometimes you got to
Yeah,
peek.
that's true.
It can be either which way.
You know, what was responsible for losing that clutch? Was it the first peek or was it the no peek?
It's never the first peek. You can never blame the 5-on-1 peeker. Fallen wasn't his fault. Was not.
No.
I think he got 2 that round.
Yeah, he did.
He did all he could, mate.
Yeah. But, you know, we don't have to dissect that one.
I mean, we
It
can.
was some time ago now. A Heroic grouping for an A play.
Double lamp flash. Again, hey, they read MIBR strat book. No smokes are down. They're just contact, but just with how this game's going, it's probably going to be nice and clean.
Hello, Joker.
The ramp
That's
flank
the bomb.
with a knife out. Stown still pulls the gun in time to take down Jota. And now, as far as MIBR are aware, they're running back. Cadian's running in to B. He dies to Turtle, and now Heroic just have to commit. More smokes than MIBR ever threw on the A site. 2.
Oh, it's still some of them. Who's here? Who's tucked into this little corner? Testes, how have you made it to this position, bro?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Testes, 2 in the round, and it's all left on to Turtle. I don't know how he's just managed to navigate the smokes like that, but working his way into a little murderous rage in the corner. And he still wants more. Will get silenced eventually. It's a snapping Turtle to respond. A 1v2, the order of the day if MIBR want to stay afloat any longer, and they can't stop the Titans of Heroic just soldiering on, running away with this Mirage. It's not even a question. It's nothing like Inferno. It's not up in the air. It's not up for debate. Unequivocally, Heroic have come into this one and looked lights out. MIBR, they might have given them a run for their money on Inferno, but it felt like you kind of missed the boat with not being able to lock in that map. And now, you know, the true beast of Heroic has woke up, and it's hungry for dinner.
Oh, it's shooting fire right out of the gullet. MIBR Brazilian barbecue right now, 15-3. Come out of under. No one's even looking at middle. MIBR have taken ramp, they've taken apps, they've got good space, but they're lacking the info, and this spot from Ticket is all they have towards middle. He's already been tagged up, pushed off of the angle. In fact, that smoke, Cadian does not need to respect it. He's going to dodge it and go right through. No sound cue, no idea have MIBR as to how deep the in-game leader of Heroic has found himself. He can go wherever he wants, but there might not be players left to kill. His team are just fragging out right now. Oh, Cello almost holds down the B-bomb site, and the rotation cut off by Cadian, who wanted the knife. He considered it. Exit left alone in spawn, and this is it, folks. This is, unfortunately, the elimination of MIBR from the Pinnacle Cup Championship. Heroic, a bit of a slow start to the day and even to this series, but they have come in with the goods on Mirage, and they've done what they needed to.
a quick 2-0 to eliminate MIBR and go into that last chance to fight out of the group.
Yeah, you know, for MIBR, it's sad. It's a little saddening.